Welcome, everyone. Shit, this is loud. Welcome everyone to Doki Doki Storm. I don't know why I say Doki Doki whenever I don't have to. Welcome to Storm. Of course, another Doki Doki Literature Club mod, and uh, um, I may be laughing. It may seem like I'm having fun, but this is one of those times where the laughing is more on the fear. If you would like to know why, sorry, my mic's probably not close to my mouth. This mod, from what I understand, is extremely dark. It's kind of fucked up. I'll be honest, from what I understand. But anyway, there's a lot of things that are gonna happen in this mod that are maybe really triggering. I will be honest. It might be triggering to you. I doubt I'll be triggering to someone. And if you guys want to see what it has, I'm not gonna explain it here because there's too much of it. I'll right now. I want you to pause the video, go down to the description, go to the Reddit page, read everything that's in it, and if you guys read it and are still interested in watching this, then you can continue watching. But this is your only warning for now for the rest of the game. The next episodes, I don't know if there will be more episodes. I will not be warning you, and you're gonna have to deal with this. Anyway, let's just get into this. It's Tuesday. I sit in my classroom seat, pretending to look over my school notes. It's hard to focus on the class, as it always is for me. Really, all I can think about how much I'm looking forward to escape to my safe haven, the literature club. Well, actually, it's not true. It's not true to say it's all I'm thinking of. But I try to list everything I'm thinking of. It could fit in, but if I try to list everything I'm thinking of, it could feel a novel. My back is hurting again. I should have stood up straighter. Am I spending too much time looking at my notes? Should I look at the teacher more? Should I at least pretend to take notes? I have my pen in hand, but I'm not doing anything about it. Does that look weird? The ever-present question in my mind. Do I look weird? It's probably not normal to be wondering about these things. Normal people would probably be thinking about normal things, like the festival coming up next week. I notice I'm fidgeting on my pen. No, stop that. That looks weird. Don't play with the pen. I grip my notes and try to help focus. No, I'm gripping my notes too hard. They're crumbling. Don't do that. Panic rushes through me. Did anyone see me do that? I wish people would stop staring at me. I keep catching them when I think they don't see. They must think I'm weird. They must hate me. That's why they're staring. The storm is rising. Oh wait, this is from Yuri's perspective. I just realized. Holy shit. Well, then again, it's a Yuri mod. Why didn't I notice that? The storm is rising, filling my heart with intensity, making me anxious, making it hard to control my breathing. I have to act normal. Don't be weird. Act normal. I know I shouldn't be thinking about it, but I can't. I wish I could just shut off my brain. As casually as possible, I reach down to my bag on the floor next to my seat. I cautiously open it, being careful to make sure no one else can see what I'm looking at. Somehow, seeing my knife in there helps me breathe a little more easily. I brought the green one today, the color of nature, of peace, of sincerity. I take a moment to admire the leafy pattern of the handle. It's so pretty. The sight of it so soothing. A fitting tool to help calm the storm going on in my head. I close my bag and turn back to my notes. I don't even know why I find that so calming. Somehow it just feels right to have that with me. I feel a fleeting notion that's because I don't want to feel alone. But that's ridiculous. It's a knife. And it's an inanimate object. It's not a companion by any description. I might not know what normal is, but that thought was definitely weird. Can people tell that I'm thinking weird things? I hope not. But how do people know? I don't know. I should, I should stop thinking about it, or else I'll make myself anxious again. I want to see it be over. Finally, the bell rings. I haste to gather my things, eager to be on my way. I'd be more careful if there were fewer people around. But it feels nice be, finally to be on the move. Sometimes sitting still for so long really gets to me. I recently made my way into the club room. First thing I see is Monica's smiling face greeting me. Hi, Yuri. I just wish I could be more like Monica. She's always so calm and confident. Everyone seems to look up to her. She's like the epitome of normal. If there were someone for me to emulate, it would be her. Did she seriously say something to me? I was so preoccupied I forgot to pay attention. I'm fine, thank you. I hope that was the appropriate response to what she said. I just want to get back to my book. As I make my way to my seat, I realized that Monica looked like she wanted to talk to me. I'm probably being rude to her. I don't mean to be. The fact that I can't bring myself to talk to her is another fat reminder that there's something wrong with me. I don't think about that, though. It should just make me more anxious. I should make some tea. That always helps to calm me. I overlooked my tea set in the closet, but Natsuki's in a way. She is tending to the tray that covers my foil. Of course, the cupcakes. The gifts for this mysterious guest that Yuri is bringing today. Why does she have to be standing there? Why can't she just finish what she's doing and stand somewhere else? I'm paralyzed by indecision. Should I ask her to move over? There's no point talking to Natsuki. I can't make sense of her. Of all the people I've met, she seems the most erratic. She's unpredictable. It's so easy to set her off her temper. I mostly find it easier to avoid her. Sometimes I wonder if I should try getting to know her, but I have no idea how to go around it. Anyway, I'd be too scared to do it. She's far too intimidating. I've been standing too long, haven't I? I had to do without tea today. I take a seat and open my book. I let out a long sigh. The relief is almost instantaneous. When I'm reading, it's like a mind can expand to whatever fantasy world I want it to. It's as if the storm is more spread out. It's less confined. It doesn't affect me as much. It doesn't even matter if I'm actually focused on the words I'm reading. I just let my mind drift whenever it wants. It's a remarkably freeing sensation. Words can't express how thankful I am to Monica for starting the literature club. Of course, I can read at home too. There's something charismatic about being able to do something I love in such a public place. It makes me feel human. Like even with the weirdness that keeps my popping into my head, there's still something that connects me with people. I wonder what our new member will be like. Also, who would say that her friend is an awesome person who would make an amazing addition to her club. She was very vague about her description. She didn't even give the gender of her guest. There'll probably be another girl, which would make 5 of us. I find myself wondering, what if it's a boy? That would change the dynamic of the group, wouldn't it? The rules always seem to be different between boys and girls. They're supposed to act differently and be treated differently. I never understood it. Like everything else in the world, it doesn't make sense to me. I try my best to play along, but I don't know what's expected of me. I learned a long time ago the consequences of failing to meet the expectations of normalcy. Suddenly, Sayuri energetically burst into the door. Everyone, the new member's here. Sayuri is another mystery altogether. Yet I have a feeling, in a way, we might have the most in common. She always seems to be smiling, but there's something about her that's more smile than different from everyone else. And I know what it is. It's an act. I know because I've recognized the effort she puts into is the same the effort I put into pretending to be normal. I relate to this too much. I wonder if she practices in front of the mirror, like I do. Every once in a while, when she thinks no one's looking, I see her expression slip, like a crack in a mask that she's wearing. And I see the pain that she's hiding briefly shows through. Still, everyone treats her like if she's happy, and they're just playing along with the act to make her feel better? Or is it possible they really don't know that she's not happy? I have so many questions, but I don't know who I would ask or how. Sometimes I fantasize about having the courage to start a conversation with her. One thing's for sure, she must have a great love for literature. Otherwise, Monica wouldn't have made her vice president of the club. I hardly had imagined anyone loving books more than I do. All the answers to the mysteries are there. I just have to read the words. Even if the answers aren't proven directly, it doesn't matter. Even because I just let my imagination walk through all the hidden meanings just to find my own, or just on my own. Being able to let my mind wander freely is indescribably wonderful, especially after the exhaustion of long day to keeping it focused while at school. Suddenly my attention is drawn to serious guest. Hey! By the way, if you guys don't know, because I'm not sure if you guys are dumb, or as well, if you guys didn't watch the Blue Skies videos when every time there's an outro in there, whenever you finish the round happy ending, it always shows all the girls and the guy, and that's actually the community sprite for the male character for the MC who you play as the original game. By the way, it took me until this song to realize that this is basically a repeat of the first game from Yuri's perspective, of the original game from Yuri's perspective. I'm guessing when it started with Act 1, I'm guessing this is Act 1 playing out, and it's gonna go to Act 2. I'm gonna get skipped Act 3 because that was just an all Monica thing, and then Act 4. That's what I'm assuming. I'm not fucking sure. Let's see how this goes. I see a boy walk into the room. As always, I'm immensely curious about his personal story, but it's more morose than usual this time. He looks so timid, so withdrawn. I think I see something of myself in him. I see him mutter something to Yuri. Something about how soft-spoken he is makes me feel compelled to reach out to him. Wait, before I know it, I'm out of my chair walking towards him, my book forgotten. I think some warm pleasantries would be appropriate. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm just stunned to react. How could Natsuki be so rude? What if she scares him away? I hope. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Oh, Monica knows him? I can't help feeling disappointed. He's so popular. It probably means that there's any small hope for me. The getting to know him is gone. He's visibly stunned by all the attention. I really feel for him. I know what it's like. I wish I could think of a way to say. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. I feel more and more annoyance of Natsuki's behavior. Natsuki. Siri whispers something in hopes here. I hope she's offering some kind of reassurance that'll make him stay. He's the most interesting person I've seen in a long time. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. I don't deserve such compliments. Oh, well, it's nice to meet you both. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's nice. It's great to see you again, Hope. She gives a lingering smile. My heart sinks. They must know each other really well. You too, Monica. Stammer. A look of uncertainty. I can't help but feel a flutter of hope. Maybe you aren't as close as after all? So come sit down, Hope. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. He's probably gonna sit next to Monica. She's so wonderful. Why wouldn't he, given that choice? I wonder if I'll have another opportunity to talk to him. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? But I suddenly realized that meant that Natsuki and I are going to be in the closet at the same time. Being such close proximity to her makes me nervous. My hands shake as I pick up the kettle while Natsuki picks up the tray of her cupcakes. Our eyes meet. Try to be nice. She gives me a sharp look and continues that I didn't hear her. Did I say something wrong? Is she mad at me? She always seems a little mad. I don't know what I would do. I don't know how if I would know the difference. I don't want to hear her ruin any chance I might have talking to help. I hurry out of the room to fill the kettle's water. It's pleasant and quiet out here. It crossed my mind that I would love to calm myself by holding on my knife a little, but it's in my bag in the club room. I can't go back for it. Oh well. The tea should suffice to calm me down. As I heat up the water, I see everyone started eating cupcakes without me. It's fine. I didn't want one anyway. They're probably too sweet for me. I noticed that Hope chose to sit next to Sayori. Does that mean he doesn't like Monica after all? The thoughts gave me a vague, happy feeling that makes my hands shake slightly as I pour the tea into the teacups in my set. I see that Natsuki's talking to Hope, but he's very dismissive on the conversation. Good. Now's my chance to impress him. I march over. Ah, fuck. I march over to the tables where everyone is gathered, and carry my tea set, trying to look as confident as possible. I start to feel a little too confident. If neither Monica or Natsuki impress Hope, then this could be my chance. I proudly present my tea set to the center of the group, in the center of the group next to the cupcakes, which I see are in the shape of cats. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Hope noticed me. I swallow pride. Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a nice hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. My confidence is shattered. Was that obvious? Was that a mistake? That's not. I turn away to hide how ashamed I am. I find myself fidgeting with my hair. I'm sure it looks weird. Why can't I stop myself? Is Monica trying to sabotage me? She's so popular. She can have anyone she wants. Why can't she leave Hope for me? She seems so sweet and kind, but I'm starting to wonder if she secretly hates me as much as everyone else does. Maybe I deserve it. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. He enjoys tea. I'm glad. The relief I feel threatens to overwhelm me. I have to focus on controlling my breath, not to show any outward sign of anything strange. Act normal, act normal, act normal. The conversation is continuing. I'm vaguely aware that Monica and Hope are still talking to each other, but I stopped being able to focus on it because this is more important. I had to show Hope that I can be normal, that I can be worthy of his attention. Yes, I nod to myself in determination. Wait, I shouldn't be nodding. That might look weird. A wave of panic washes over me, but no one seems to notice. I can let it slip that it happened again. I have to act normal. What would a normal person do? I guess they would join the conversation. I was supposed to shudder the thought. I don't know how to make conversation, but I have to try. I could try to find out more about him. I wonder if he likes books. I wonder if he likes knives. No, stop. Don't talk about knives. It's weird. Don't even think about them. Just books. Just talk about books. Books are normal. Books are the most thing to talk about. Just focus on that. Right, everyone? Wait, what was that? Yeah. Are we doing something? We'll do our best. You know it. Phew, I didn't think anyone noticed it. Anything strange about that. Let's pause some conversation. Now's my chance. So, Hope, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, manga. Oh, I noticed Natsuki looks interested. Of course. Her love of manga is obvious from a collection she keeps in the club-room closet. He's probably gonna like her more than me. I can't hide the disappointment in my voice. Not much of a reader, I guess. That can change. Wait, is he saying he wants to read more books? Of course, that's a silly question. Why else would he be in a literature club? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Such a broad question. I'm not sure where to start. I find myself idly playing with my teacup as I collect my thoughts. My favorites are novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. My confidence grows the more I speak. The more I speak. I don't normally get talked about how much I love books. I can't help feeling that I'm rambling a little, but I plow it on anyway. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Yes, I feel relieved. This is going so well. I can't help feeling a little giddy. Really? I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Gentle? She must not really be able to see into my head if she thinks I'm gentle. Well, you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. What's that? Well, I just, never mind. That's right. You really write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? And just like that, the conversation pulled away from me. I hate it. I hate this. It always happens when I'm in a group. The conversation moves too fast for me to keep up. Anytime I think about something to say, it takes so long to collect my thoughts on about how to say it when the conversation moves past it and moment is lost. There's so much in my head I want to get out that I want to express, but all I can do is sit here. Oh fuck, wrong button. It's frustrating. How do normal people do it? I usually end up tuning out the conversation and living in my head instead. I wish I could have the experience of knowing what it's like to connect with someone. I'm not cute! Natsuki snaps in right of fear. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! You wouldn't like them. Not a confident writer yet. I sigh inwardly. I'll just continue to be rude to Hope. But maybe this is my opportunity to join back in this conversation. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you can share some of your work, so you can set an example to help Natsuki be more comfortable enough to share hers. Panic floods to me. I was speaking rhetorically. I didn't mean I would actually share anything. I'm too focused on trying to stay calm. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. It's true that I sometimes write my own thoughts down, but it's only for my own benefit. I also understand the inner workings of my own mind, particularly when a storm strikes. It's typical when I'm in stressful situations, or trying to navigate social gatherings. The storm is nebulous, tempestuous. I don't know how to say words. Rarely in control. Capturing on paper is a long way to go around calming, but sharing it, I shudder at the thought. What would people think I should have when I wrote about my urges, or something else I've written for that matter? I don't want anyone to know how weird inside my head is. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I don't think that thing made things easier. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it can help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and swing them out of the club. Isn't that right, Hope? Hold on. There's still one problem. Huh? What is it? I never actually said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and an instant, all of a sudden, all the expectation and hope that had been building inside me is suddenly crushed. All sense of loss may brought me to tears, though I wasn't so used to it. But I'm sorry. I thought I thought we could get to know each other, but I couldn't say that out loud. Hope. You all. Hope is visibly troubled. I can tell he's deep in thought. I ache with wonder all over again. All thoughts might be going in his head. Right. Okay, decided then. I'll join the literature club. All confusion, mumbled, emotion inside of me is indescribable. What's happening? It really did scare me for a moment. But I spoke without thinking. I might not be normal to be scared in a situation like this. But fortunately, no one notices, because Sayori had just wrapped her arms around Hope and is jumping up and down. Hey, I'm so happy! Hey! Hope is clearly not enjoying this. A strange thought crossed my mind. It bothers me if he enjoys it. Why does it feel that way? Why do I feel good about the fact that he's uncomfortable with serious contact? Does it make me a bad person that I want him to feel bad? I'm overtaking my guilt. What's wrong with me? Surely if I want some kind of connection with him, I would want him to feel good, right? People are still talking, but I don't acknowledge them. I vaguely acknowledge that Monica declared the club over. I try to control myself by putting my tea set away, but the guilt keeps rolling around inside of me. I slowly walk home, lost in thought. Well, I'll just have to do something nice for Hope to make up for those hurtful thoughts I had. But what? My mind goes to overdrive. poring over every detail I can't recall about today. I realized I didn't learn much about him. There's only one moment where I talked to him for a length of time. I read a horror book once. That's what he said. Give me an idea. I changed direction and started walking towards the bookstore. It sounds like he doesn't read much, so I don't know how much he would appreciate a book as a present. But he also said, well, that could change. So maybe he'll be okay. It sounded like he was okay with that horror book, right? In fact, now that I think about it, that's the only thing he responded to when I was talking to him. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I realize that horror book would be the perfect present for him. Either that or buying a manga. And I have no idea what I would get him in that case. A sudden idea strikes me. I pick up my pace, flooded with excitement. I'm almost running as I enter the bookstore. My heart is racing as I head straight to the horror section. It doesn't take me long to realize what I'm looking for. I would recognize the bright red eye if I cover anywhere. Not paying for it. I carry it home with me, admiring the new book as I resume walking home. Portrait of Markov. It's my all-time favorite book. I read it 100 times. I know he'll love it. I happily skipping and humming to myself in my home. It's probably a silly and childish thing to do, but right now I don't care. I'm feeling really excited about tomorrow, and hopes to delight a reaction when I present him with a present. Look at those knives. Anyway, I'm still smiling confidently, contentedly to myself as I enter my room, still fantasizing discussion with Hope after he finished reading it. I want to share my theories about the third eye with him. That's always been my favorite aspect of the story to speculate about. I set my bag on the floor, still holding my notebook in front of me. Out of curiosity, I open a bookcase and pull out my own copy of the book. I set them down on my bed so I can look at two of them side by side. They look at a pair of eyes gazing at me. I briefly consider getting another copy so there'll be a third eye. The thought makes me giggle. I think it's a good time to change out my outfit, my uniform. As elegant as it looks, I never really liked the way it showed my figure. I might as well put on my pajamas, since I won't be going out again today. As I change, I try to avoid looking at my body, especially my arms. I try to distract myself by reminiscing about the details of my book, the adventure, the mystery, the bizarre events that shape the characters' lives, and I find myself getting lost in my imagination again. He's been captured. His only hope is if I find him, if I sneak into the facility and free him. I tiptoe around my room, imagining it I'm the human experiment prison. There he is, tied to the bed, ducked down next to my bookcase. I had to choose my moment carefully, while they're distracted. I imagine the scientist leaving the room. Now's my chance. I tiptoe up to my bed, and then I say, Hope, it's me, Yuri. I'm here to rescue you. And then he says, I do my best to intimidate his voice. But you can't rescue me, you're a girl. And I say, I'll do what I want. This is my story now. I chuckle my little meta-narrative. Besides, you don't want to know what they're going to do to you when they get back. And he says, How am I gonna get out? And I say, don't worry. I pull my green knife out of my bag. I'll cut you loose. I pretend to cut the restraints, binding Hope. Now come with me. I'll get you out of here. I pretend to sneak out of the facility again, and two of us escape safely forever. And turns to me, look at awe on his face and says, Wow, I guess I underestimated you. You're so clever and brave, Yuri. Will you be my friend? And I say, of course, having friends is the best thing in the world. And he says, is that true? I've never had a friend. This is making me more like a loser than I thought I was. I was already a loser, never mind, I'm stupid. Anyway, he says, oh no. And I say, how horrible. Will you have me, Hope? And I'll choose all my friends. I have lots and lots of them. God damn it, Yuri. This is sadder than my fucking life. And he says, I'm so thankful to meet you, Yuri. I was so lonely. And I say, well, those days are over. God damn it, Yuri. This is a fan fiction written all over again. Fucking hell. Now we can be best friends forever. No one deserves to be lonely. Nobody. I smile, imagining myself and Hope doing things like that normal people do together with their friends. And I immediately turn to the books on my bed. I stop smiling. Won't it be weird if I give him branded books to someone I just met? Oh no. I'm overthinking my panic. I almost ruined everything. I can't even count the number of times to drive people away from me just trying to be friendly. The best times, they withdraw from me, afraid or disgusted or just uncomfortable. Though more often they prefer to laugh at me or make fun of me. And at the worst times, I'm so stupid. This is why I don't have any friends. I get excited about something, I act without thinking. Tears are forming in my eyes. Why can't I just be normal? Everyone makes it look so easy, like it comes naturally to them. There must be something seriously wrong with me to make me the way I am. I'm only vaguely aware of rolling on my sleeves. I look at the ordinary pattern of marks on my forearm, understand there's not something wrong with me. The storm is rising. A lifetime of failures rushing through my mind. My breath becoming more rapid as I bring the blade to contact my arm. I start sobbing as I allow it to break my skin. I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid, I'm so stupid. I watch as the blood flow down my wrist as my tears flow down my face. Gradually, my heart breaks and breathing return to normal. I quickly grab tissue from the box on my bedside table and press them against the cut to stop the bleeding. As the storm subsides, I can think a little more clearly. Why did I do that? It's been 3 weeks since the last time I cut myself. I was doing so well. I was planning on rewarding myself when I reached the 1 month mark. Now I ruined it. I'm angry at myself for giving it to my urges. I even feel like I should cut myself again in punishment, but I know that's not a rational thing to do. And I know it'd make me feel worse at the end. As I look at the knife in my hand, it occurs to me it's been in my bag all day, so the blade was probably dirty. I shudder the thought of something so unclean just entered my body. I rush to the bathroom. I wash the cut on the skin in the sink. It stings when I get so. I'm making this thumbnail. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Now I got the thumbnail. Sorry. It stings when I get soap on it, but I know I'll feel better afterwards. I see my blood mingled in water go down the drain. I know that any normal person would feel revolted at the sight. What the fuck's happening outside? Anyway, I've been called weird by people at school my whole life, and they don't even know about this. They'd probably call me a freak if they found out. That's what I've heard used to describe me before. I gaze my reflection in the mirror. No one could ever like you. The truth threatens to overwhelm me. It makes me feel so bad that I want to cut myself again. But that's against my rules. I refuse to do it a second time. I shouldn't let my mind go there. Sometimes the urge comes back when I'm feeling sad. Pain feels like a feeling companion to the sadness. Sometimes the urge comes when I'm feeling stress in my mind and it's feeling scattered. Pain brings my mind back to focus. Sometimes the urge comes when I'm feeling numb. Pain reminds me that I'm alive, that I'm human, that I can still feel things. And sometimes I still feel like I deserve to suffer. I wish I knew how to stop this habit altogether. I do want to keep myself away from my knives when I'm feeling depressed, and it helps. But sometimes there are situations like today where it catches me completely off guard. I was feeling happy when I got home. How did things go wrong? I don't know how to fight it when it just sneaks up on me so suddenly like this. I guess I shouldn't have allowed myself to get thinking such sad thoughts when I have a knife in my hand. I glanced at the knife, now sitting seemingly innocently on the edge of the sink. Telltale trace of blood visible on the blade. A strange feeling of betrayal crossed my mind. But I know that it's irrational too. It's just an inanimate object. It didn't do it to me. I did it to myself. Why do I keep thinking of my knives as if they were people? What I put myself in my mind. I try to put it in front of my mind as I carefully wash the knife off. I wish I could control my impulses better. I wish there's a problem I could apply to my intellect to solve rationally and reasonably and come to a definite solution. But the feeling is so irrational. I can't be reasoned with. It can't be figured out. After I do it once, it's so easy to spiral out of control and keep doing it. Even now, the sight of the cut makes me feel a lot agitated. But I know I'll feel better once I put a band-aid on it. I come back to my room and take a band-aid out of the box that's in my bag. I've always had bandages with me in case one of my cuts starts bleeding again while I'm in school. with a cut bandage on my sleeve hiding my arms from view. I actually do feel a little better. Now it's time to put my knife back on the rack with the others. After turning to the rifle placed on the rack, I let out a sigh as I gaze my collection. No matter how bad my day is, it always improves my mood to look at my beautiful knives. And how that I'm calmer. I find myself now that I'm calmer, I find myself coming back to the problem of what I'm gonna do with the book. I can't do anything that looks weird. I don't want to risk doing anything that would drive hope away. Should I return the book to the bookstore? I carefully pondered this. No. I still have time to make things up to him, and I really, really want him to make me feel welcome to the club. What if I get my own copy and keep the new one to myself? That could work, couldn't it? Giving him... My voice is drying up. Sometimes I hate being a visual novel YouTuber, but someone's gotta do it. Anyway. Giving him a gift will be less fair than I claim it was an old gift that I had lying around my house. At least, I think it's less weird. There's someone at my door. No, there's not. I'm sorry. I can't be sure. I'm never sure of these things. Another thing I can think of do is damage a new book so it looks older. But I can never do that. Books to be treated with respect. So I think giving him my book is the best option. I cannot feel guilty about it though. I've had this book so long. I feel like a betrayal to give it up top. Wait, this is top, right? Give it up. Why don't I say the word top? I'm stupid. Stupid motherfucker. Anyway, I just swear. But it's nonsense, right? It's an inanimate object, just like my knives. It has no feelings. I slam my book and come back and try not to think about it. Isn't there something I'm supposed to do? Alright, talkative forget. The poem. I shudder of fear. Think about it. Tomorrow I'd share a poem that I wrote. How could I do such a thing? Everything I've written is so terribly personal and probably really bizarre in the eyes of normal people. But I found myself thinking about hope. I don't want to make him feel welcomed. I want to prove to him that I'm someone worth spending time with. I'm not sure why he feels so strongly about it, but the strange feeling is something special about him. It makes me wish more than ever now it's normal so I could have a friend. I pulled my notebook out and sat on my desk with my pen in hand. I flipped through it, looking for inspiration, glancing over my stories of fights and fantasies, of some darker than others, looking over my attempts to understand the storm in my mind and how it leads to my most secret habits. My first thought of whatever I write has to do something mild, something safe to talk about. I can't let anything close to I feel fear comes in my head. Something accessible to normal people. But I still want to get no hope, so it has to be me. I chuckled to myself. And I really think about it. That doesn't seem too hard at all. I need to write about my experience in the club today. Something that expresses how much I want to be hold on my senses of comfort. How I'm being pushed out of them. One idea comes to my mind. I'm able to write it down quickly. I write the title at the top, Ghost Under the Light. It's a little short, but anything I add will seem unnecessary padding. Now that it's done, I feel a lot better. I should probably head to bed. I walk over to my bed and see my notebook just sitting there. I find myself idly flipping through the pages, reliving the events of the book I know well. Something about the small pages is really enticing. I love this. I love the smell of new books. I'm really inspired. I'm feeling inspired. I think I might like to reread it again. I placed the book next to my bag next to the other one, so I could bring it to school tomorrow. It's been quite a day, but now it's time to sleep. You know what? Normally I would do like a new every 2 days every video, but because of how intense this mod is gonna be, from what I understand from reading stuff, I am actually just gonna do an episode of day, 1 day of video, just so I can, because you guys don't know, I do suffer my own problems, but I'd rather not overpush myself right now, because I am scared that this will bring up some lot of bad memories. I know it's kind of messed up. I'm doing this mod. It's gonna bring up bad memories, but even though it might bring up some bad memories for me, because a lot of times I played following Yuri routes, I did end up crying due to the fact that I did relate a lot to a lot of stuff. I will be honest. I do feel that a lot of these mods are important to show how mental health is, how hidden mental health can be. Like with Yuri, with this mod, you can tell Yuri's dealing with, of course, cutting, which is a thing that she deals with in the game originally, and her own insecurities, which is something a lot of people deal with. Which is why I like playing, which I played a lot of these mods, not just out of my enjoyment for playing these mods, but for to show that these mods are important to show that you are not alone. I know they are a lot of them repeat stories over and over, but it needs to be shown. And anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys. Actually, I don't know what the next video will be done around, but I'm not sure if a line will be out by the time this is uploaded. Because Fran's uploading is gonna be editing that. I thought he was. I wasn't gonna tell him to, but because he has a workload, but he was willing to, so he's gonna have that handled. Then so that means yeah, Danganronpa in the next episode. I don't know if it will be the class trial or the investigation of chapter 3. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Where's my? There it is. Sorry. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.